Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. This is our first episode of 2026 after a sort of a 2-week break of our podcast here at Townsend School, so Sport Talk at Townsend. I'm joined by our 4 regular guests now, I should say. So hello, boys.
Hello.
So we've got lots to talk about, haven't we?
A lot to talk about.
We've got a lot to talk about. So we'll sort of do a brief overview of the Premier League. I'm sure, first of all, George will want to cast our minds back to, I think it was
The 20th.
the 20th of December. George, what happened on the 20th of December?
Mickey van der Ven nearly killed Alexander Isak.
He did.
Mickey van der Ven. No. Mickey van der Ven.
So, yeah, it was a game between Tottenham and Liverpool. And it wasn't the greatest game, to be honest,
No,
for the first 60, 70 minutes. But a goal from Alexander Isak
Yeah.
meant
broken leg.
meant that Liverpool, I think they won. Did they win 2-1 in the end?
2-1, yeah.
2-1. They beat Tottenham 2-1 in the end. And actually, the tackle that was made by Mickey van der Ven
Before Isak scored.
before he scored, actually broke Van der Ven's broke Isak's leg, didn't it? Yeah.
Isak broke his leg.
Yeah, so which sort of leads me on to the first thing about, have you ever been injured? Had a bizarre injury, boys? A bizarre injury?
I once like fractured this bit of my the main bit of my ear.
Yeah, how'd you do that?
I've never broken my bone. I fell off something and I slammed my head into the floor and it cracked it.
Yeah. I actually got injured taking a penalty once.
Oh.
So the way it went was I took the penalty and I tore my groin.
Oh.
So I put the penalty in the top corner. It went in, but I then just collapsed into like a heap on the floor, and I actually tore my groin. I couldn't play for a few weeks after that.
I've never broken a bone.
No, I don't think. Joe, I haven't broken a bone. I've had like lots of muscular injuries, but I've never broken a bone in my body.
It hurts.
Yeah, I can imagine so. Yeah, how did you do that?
It's a funny story. I had a metal bunk bed when I was younger. I was sharing it with my sister. I was trying to get onto her bunk, and it was a metal bunk bed. I was wearing socks. I slipped and I landed with my right arm behind my back.
Wow.
Ooh. And it broke it in 3 places.
Oh, that sounds pretty painful, doesn't it? Boys, have you two had any injuries?
Pulled my hamstring and pulled my groin.
Doing sport?
Yeah. I once pulled my hamstring trying to volley a ball.
Trying to volley a ball?
Tried to volley a ball.
Well, you'd be surprised with the amount of injuries that are there around when players kick the ball or anything like that, and pull hamstrings and especially in the cold weather.
Yeah.
Especially in the cold weather. Anyway, let's get back to the football first of all, shall we? So it's been a really busy period over Christmas. It's probably really enjoyable. Did you get to many games? Anyone get to any games over Christmas?
Me and Riley went to St Albans Wingate and Finchley.
Yeah.
Okay.
We won 2-0.
Yeah.
Michael Bostwick with a flying header.
Michael Bostwick got a flying header.
What a goal.
Michael Bostwick, he used to play for the Steamers, didn't he?
Yeah, he used to play for Stephen and he used to play for Burton as well.
So he's had quite a good career, hasn't he? I went to watch Maidstone versus Dover on Boxing Day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. My friend was refereeing, and my other friend was like assistant referee. So me and my son went to Maidstone, about an hour journey, so it wasn't too far.
Yeah.
So we watched that on Boxing Day, which I think Maidstone won 1-0.
Yeah.
In the end, I think.
Watched the last few minutes.
Yeah. So Maidstone won 1-0. So let's have a look at some of the results over the week, because where there's so many results, you do get some freak results, don't you? Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, some of those freak results have led to managers possibly losing their jobs, haven't they?
Pep's definitely getting sacked.
Pep's getting sacked.
Man City? Oh, my knee really hurts.
Oh yeah, he hit his knee on the table a second ago.
Oh, okay. Well, that's another injury there straight away.
As we're talking about injuries as well.
Yeah. So let's have a look. Let's cast our minds back. So we've had Well, let's look at the league table first of all, shall we?
Tottenham top.
So if we look at the league table now, Arsenal can go. Was it 8 points clear tonight? 8 points clear
Who are they
tonight.
against?
They're playing against Liverpool tonight.
Come on, Liverpool, please!
I'm scared.
Don't be. You're losing.
I'm scared.
They're bottled the league soon. Don't worry.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
Heads up.
So
I'm gonna be
Yeah, bottle it soon. Don't worry.
yeah, with the amount of games that have been played, I think Arsenal. It seems to be falling into place for Arsenal, man, doesn't it?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, and
They're clicking in.
they don't seem. They seem
Look in.
like a bit. They've got a bit of invincibility about them, haven't they? And
Yeah.
you know, I think
They think they're best in the world and all that.
And I think it's ultimately showing, isn't it? Because they're 8 points clear. Manchester City seems to be. They were going to be their closest rivals, but they've had 2 draws in their last 2 games, haven't they?
Yeah.
Against Chelsea on Sunday, and then last night they drew at home to Brighton, I believe, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Brighton.
Yeah.
But what I decided to do for one of the games, so Liverpool were playing Leeds, and that finished 0-0. So afterwards I thought, it's Sunderland versus Man City, I'll catch that later. That game also finished 0-0.
Yeah.
So I had to watch 2 0-0s in a row.
That was New Year's Day, that was.
Yeah.
Because then because then Tottenham played in the evening, and that was 0-0 as well.
I'd honestly forgotten.
All 4 games were 0-0.
Yeah,
And there was only 2 goals scored.
I'd forgotten what scoring a goal looks like.
I know. And I think Spurs are really struggling at the moment as well. But it's still so tight in terms of, like, you know, if you think about top 5. So you win a couple of games and you can almost push yourself up there. So, for example, Brentford are 5th. And generally we're probably saying now that 5th is probably going to get you in the Champions League next year, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
So Brentford, currently 5th on 33 points.
They could get Europe.
Where's Spurs?
And Spurs are 14th on 27. So only 6 points behind.
That is not a big difference.
No, it's not a big difference.
6 points between 5th and 14th.
I think Roman's just upset you're in 14th.
I know.
Roman.
I know. It's been a frustrating time for Spurs. They just can't seem to get themselves organised. Shall we talk about the bottom 3, boys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wolves.
So Wolves.
got their first win!
Yes, Wolves!
And because they won 1 game, their total points have now doubled.
Yep. So Wolves got their first win since April, I think.
April, yeah.
I think
Then that
since
was
April their first win.
September.
No, I think the
It was
last time they
September.
won
Oh, was it September?
against-
Yeah,
hang on, it was September.
Oh,
No, it was April. Or the league game.
yeah.
yeah. I think it was against Man United.
A long time ago.
At the theatre dream.
The Theatre of Streams.
So
Streams of water.
it's looking pretty ominous for those bottom 3 though. So you've got Wolves on 7 points.
West Ham.
You've got Burnley on 13. You've got West Ham on 14. Then there's a 7-point gap to Nottingham Forest that are on 21 points. So it's not looking great for those. It's not looking great for those 3 teams, is it?
No, I reckon Nottingham Forest will get relegated.
They will.
West Ham might.
They might.
I don't know. I think those bottom 3 look at the
Wolves
moment.
are
They
definitely
look
down.
Wolves are
solid.
gone now. Wolves are gone.
Although those bottom 3, it's a long way because you think about it, they've got to win 3-4 games, and that's without the teams above them winning any games. So it's going to be difficult for them to catch up that or make up that deficit, really. Okay, so we talk about the 2 management changes that we've seen in the Premier League anyway. So we've seen in the last week or so, haven't we? We've seen Ruben Amorim lose his job at Manchester United.
Timpson's Man United.
Mr. Timpson's Man United, yeah. And we've seen Enzo Maresca lose his job at Chelsea.
And he's already been replaced by Liam Rosenior.
Yeah.
But Chelsea and Strasbourg are in the Blueco group, so they can swap players whenever they want.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit. Manchester City have got that set. They've got a lot more clubs. I couldn't tell you any of the clubs that are in their group, but I know Chelsea don't now, and it seems to be quite a modern thing that the bigger clubs have like sort of feeder clubs that are in different countries, which is which I'm not sure if I agree with entirely, because I think that it sort of comes away from the whole ethos of football and having groups and stuff. But it works and it's legal and it all works for their players. So So Leroy Rossignol, what do you know about him, boys?
I just know that he banned in Strasbourg.
That's-
For Chelsea. Who? Leroy Rossignol.
Strasbourg, he's...
Rossignol.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you know anything about Leroy Rossignol?
No.
So Leroy Rossignol, he was a player, and he played right back, I believe, right back or left back, I think he played, and he played for Brighton. Who else did he play for? He played for a few, but I'm always remembering at Brighton. And then he went in and did some media works. You know when they have like the pundits and they talk about the games, and he spoke really well. And then he got his first job at Hull. And in his first season at Hull, he just missed out on the playoffs. Just missed out, and they sacked him. And then Hull, the very next season, just about stayed up in the Championship. And Leroy Rossignol went to Strasbourg, which is in France. So he's really built his reputation up there. He looks like a really good up-and-coming young coach, which I think is something which Chelsea are looking for because they've got lots of young players. Mm-hmm. So it sort of fits into that mould. And he was in the stand last night, wasn't he? He wasn't running the team. He was in the stand last night when Chelsea lost 2-1 to Fulham.
That was at Fulham, wasn't it?
Yeah, that Fulham. Yeah, but yeah, what?
Make changes, I think.
How do you think he'll do, boys?
I think after that lose against Fulham, I think he will rotate the squad round.
Yeah. What do you think, boys? What do you think?
I think he could do quite well.
Yeah. Why do you think that?
I think he's like a young, like unproven manager. He's gonna want to make his name known, and he's gonna want to do that at a big club like Chelsea.
Yeah, like you said, he's like a young manager and he's like going up. So I think Chelsea would be like a good team for him.
Do you think it's not come too soon for him, like a big club like that?
Yeah.
Do you think it might be?
Probably a bit.
Yeah, I don't know really.
I think what he should have done was go to Wolves, try and to get to know how the Premier League will work and all that, and then like go back to that French team and then go to Chelsea.
Yeah, I think it's difficult sometimes because sometimes you're not always in control of opportunities that come your way, are you?
Yeah.
And that's not just in football. That's sort of in any life as well. About the fact that there might be opportunities that come your way which you've got to take, and I think this is probably one that Leroy Rossignol is a different player. Liam Rossignol probably looked at him and thought, well, I may not get this opportunity again. So he signed a long contract there. He signed a 6.5-year contract.
6.5 years.
So they're obviously backing him. They're obviously backing him to do well. So I have to watch this space really regarding how he gets on. I think his first game this weekend is in the FA Cup, and I'm just going to have a look and see who they've got. Charlton. So it's quite a nice game for
8 o'clock.
Yeah, okay. So it's quite a nice game for him to come into. Huh?
How old is the manager?
I'm not sure how old he is. Let's have a look and see how old he is.
30 something.
Let's have a look.
33, I reckon.
Let's have a look. While I'm looking it up, boys, what do you think about the goings on at Manchester United? Mr. Timpson's Manchester United.
Mr. Timpson's Man United, yeah.
41 he is.
41?
41.
That's not bad.
Anyway, let's go on to Manchester United. So what do you think's happened at Mr. Timpson's Man United? What's happened?
I honestly thought something was building there with those draws that
They've
Amram
been
was
waiting 14 months for this.
I actually think he was doing okay.
Yeah, me
He wasn't doing
too.
too bad.
He wasn't
Yeah.
doing that bad.
Although he did bottle the Europa League final.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because they Spurs their first trophy.
That was his first full season. But I actually think when they sacked him, he was fifth or
Yeah, he was
sixth.
fifth.
So
Fifth or sixth
he
in the
was
Premier League.
he was there or thereabouts, and he just started to move formations and change the formations. And I think that's one of the things one of the big misconceptions about him was the fact that he used to play the same way all the time. I have heard a rumour that he fell out with the director of football, whose name is Jason Wilcox, and it was about spending some money. and it was about spending some money on Antoine Semenyo, who's obviously we know now
Going to Man
is
City.
going to Man City, and they were all going to pay the same price for him. I think about in the region of £65 million. So that's a lot of money, and Manchester United had the money for that. And then when he turned around and said that, oh, okay, if we're not going to sign Semenyo, we're going to go and sign someone else. And they said, oh no, that money was only for him. You haven't got any money for anyone else. And I think something happened there because he come out and had that press conference, didn't he, where he said he wasn't valued. Then all of a sudden, the very next day, he's been fired.
Yeah. Isn't there someone else that's like gone to Man City, but I don't really know the name of him? I know they signed Semenyo, but I think they signed another person. Didn't they?
I don't know if they signed anyone yet. There is a rumour about it, Mark Gahey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
I heard that Sergio Ramos might be going there.
Because they've lost their two defenders, haven't they?
Yeah.
Diaz is injured and Guardiola's injured. So they need a centre back, really.
I'm quite glad that Cancelo went to Barca. Went back to Barca.
He's gone there from a Saudi team, hasn't he?
Yeah.
You got there from Al Hilal, I think.
Yeah. So it's all gonna kick off a little bit, isn't it? Now I think in terms of transfers and that merry-go-rounds and
Yeah.
so go on.
Does anybody know how Marcus Rashford's doing at Barcelona?
I think he's doing
He's
okay.
doing very well.
I think he's doing very well. Yeah.
Because he left last year. Yeah. to
Yeah, I think he's doing very well. So you never know with the new manager coming into Manchester United, that loan might not be made
then
permanent either. So
that loan spell might go
yeah,
away.
absolutely. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see with that as well. So anyway, let's do our last bit about football. So this weekend is probably one of the most famous weekends in football, with the FA Cup third round taking place.
We should be there, not the...
So I think the big game in terms of us five sitting in this room here is obviously Boreham Wood.
Yeah.
So Boreham Wood have got an FA Cup third round tie. They're at home to Burton.
I should just pre-warn you, Burton are very good, okay?
Yeah, very good.
Just from my own experience, they're very good.
So give us a little bit of a preview about that game, Luke,
We're hoping it's going on because we don't know yet.
because of the
With
weather.
The weather.
Yep.
But I hope we do get to the next round, so we can go one step than we did when we played Everton. So we hopefully can go past the fifth round and move on to the sixth.
So that game's due to be played at 3 o'clock on Saturday,
Yeah.
isn't it? So, but it's a big game because Boreham Wood have been doing really well lately, haven't they?
Yeah.
They're currently gone. Give us a
They're
lowdown.
currently second in the league, but if their game didn't get postponed against York, and if they beat York, they will be top of the league.
So is it Luke? What's his surname?
Luke Garrard.
Luke Garrard is doing a very good job there, isn't
Yeah.
he? He's doing a really good job. So you're right in the hunt for promotion as well as got a winnable game because Boreham Wood played in the last round against. Who did they play against?
Newport.
And they beat them pretty convincingly, didn't
Yeah,
they?
they beat them 3-0. Then they beat Crawley 3-0, and then in the qualifiers they beat Eastbourne 3-0.
So they're on form in the FA Cup, and it's
Yeah.
home draws are always good as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Who have Liverpool got?
We're at home to Barnsley on Monday night.
Okay, home to Barnsley. So you would imagine that Liverpool could have a good opportunity to rotate their team as well, won't they?
We'll probably still lose.
Do you think?
Probably.
Oh, I don't
You
know.
don't know with the FA Cup.
You never know. There's no replays either, is there?
No.
So it's extra time penalties.
Yeah, I think we'll
On the
win.
day.
I think we'll win.
No, we've got Aston Villa.
Oh
So
my
we've got an all Premier League tie,
God.
which is 5:45, I think, on Saturday.
That's just great.
Why haven't you put an all Premier League's team on TV? Why don't you put it on 3 o'clock and put Boreham and Burton on there?
It's Boreham with Burton, not on TV.
No.
So we couldn't have watched it anyway then.
Yeah.
But we're gonna watch Macclesfield lose to Crystal Palace.
Oh, that'll be a good game. Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah.
what if they
Yeah, so
win?
Crystal Palace holders, aren't they?
Yeah, they
against
got-
Macclesfield, who are in
National
the
League
National
North.
League North. Yeah,
Oh, National League
so it's a
North.
really,
Premier
really,
League, National League.
it's a really big cup time. That's the glamour, and that's what the FA Cup's all about. Okay, last thing we're going to talk about then is we have a new world champion, don't we?
In
No, we
darts.
don't.
In the sport of darts. Oh no, we don't have a new world champion. We have a back-to-back world
The
champion.
same
don't
world
we?
champion.
So,
Luke.
so did you see it, boys?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I watched it,
I
yeah.
saw sort of it, but not that much.
Yeah.
He got attacked by a wasp.
He did. The Ali Pali Wasp.
The Ali Pali wasp.
The Ali Pali Wasp was out in full force.
The Ali Pali wasp is back.
But what he's done for that sport, and you
He's
think,
changed it.
yeah, you think he's 18 years old.
18.
18 years old. He's not 19 until the end of the month, I think, end of January. So,
20, I think.
yeah, 18 years old, double back-to-back champion of the world. The world is his oyster. He's taken that opportunity and he's run with it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Although he had a little bit, I don't know if you saw any of it, but he had a little bit of a run-in with the crowd in his quarter-final
Yeah,
game.
I saw that.
Yeah.
He said
didn't
he
he?
wasn't bothered, but he clearly looked bothered.
Yeah. But I think that's him, you know, he's just still really young, so he's learning to deal with the nature of the crowd and how the crowd works. And I think it was a really high-pressure game, so I think
The funny thing was that he said that he was paying for the crowds the people that were booing him. He said that he said that they were paying for his winnings.
Yeah. That was a comment made where someone had just literally put a microphone in front of his face about a minute after him finishing the game, so his emotions were still really high. And they were saying that actually, when darts players finish a game, they have that microphone. They've probably got about a minute, whereas in other sports, they have 10, 15 minutes to calm down, to think about what they're going to say before they actually say it. So you can understand it to a certain extent, what he said. Didn't come across the greatest, but you can understand what he said. But obviously, back-to-back champion at 18 years old is
It's very impressive.
very impressive, yeah.
Before he did it, it was a decade since Gary Anderson did it.
And Gary Anderson nearly got to the final, didn't he?
Yeah.
Lost in the semi-final to Gian Van Veen, and he would have been the oldest ever winner, wouldn't he, Gary Anderson? 55, I think he was.
Wow.
So,
And just to think, there's only 36 more days to go until we finally watch F1.
there is. So Roman's really looking forward to the F1. Has there been any testing?
There's been a lot of testing. I know Alpine and what's the other team?
The new one.
No, it wasn't the other new ones. It might be, but I know Alpine have been testing, and they put on I think it was WhatsApp, because you can follow them on WhatsApp. They put the starting up engine, so you get to hear that.
Oh, okay. Because there's lots of changes this year, isn't there?
Yeah, the cars look like F2 cars now,
Right.
and it's so small. There's no DRS. It's called Mum. The
Right.
DRS is now called Mum for some reason. I'm like, why is it called Mum?
Mother.
And I'm like, oh, listen, it's like an F2 car. Basically, it's so tiny. It's just weird.
So, well, you'll have to get close to the season. You'll have to come on and update us with all the rules and regulations,
I will.
we'll have to do a full episode about
F1.
F1, won't we?
Yeah.
I saw a video earlier about how much teams had to pay to race in F1. The cheapest was I think it was Cadillac. They only had to pay 730 grand, while McLaren had to pay 7.7 million.
Yep, that
Wow.
sounds because the bigger the teams, the bigger the money you have to pay. The smaller the teams, the smaller you have to pay.
Oh, okay. As I said, that'll be something that you can come on. You can give us a lowdown of how the rules and regulations work and everything works. Yeah. Okay. Right. I think we've come to the end of our first episode of 2026. So
The grand
So thank you all, boys, for giving up your time once again.
That's
Okay.
And we've got a new recording day now, so we're not going to be recording till Thursdays now for the foreseeable future. So hopefully we'll get the episode out as quickly as possible. So thank you all for listening, and we'll see you next week on Sport Talk at Townsend.
Bye-bye.
Bye.